Hello, friends and family. I've been wanting to write a song called It's Tuesday, but it feels like Friday just because I've been working so much. Then I had a great weekend, but not sleeping too much. And now it feels like it's Friday, but it's Tuesday, isn't it? Or is it Monday? I can't even tell. But we're going to do a bass session. So I have this 7-string bassless, or 7-string bassless fret. That's what I have here. It's actually a 7-string fretless bass. And I got one dot that shows me where the 5th fret would be if this had a fret on it, right? So the reason you can tell that is because there's a 5th fret harmonic. So you put your finger right there. The dot's actually a tiny bit high on the neck. Well, maybe not. And what happens is this section of string is vibrating. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry. All right. So I'm gonna put my finger right here on the string. I'm not pushing it to the fingerboard. And it's vibrating, and it's vibrating. This section right here is vibrating. Then this section, then this section, then this section, then this section. I think it's 5 sections. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So it's a 5th of the string, right? And that's how it works. So a 5th of the string is 5 times the frequency, right? An octave, like anyway, that's an octave that's twice the frequency, and the way you get it on a string is, you guessed it, you half the string. So I could guess where half the string is. Oh, that's pretty close though, right? But I've been playing stringed instruments for 30 years, right? So, but the way you can really tell, like, that sounds pretty much spot on. But I've been playing this bass a little bit. So, but for sure, you take your finger, you don't push the string all the way to the fingerboard, and you just hit open. And so what's happening here is this half of the string is vibrating, and this half of the string is vibrating independently. All right. So like I said, this is a bass session. It's not going to be real long. I tried to do some music theory stuff in the past on my 6-string bass, which has frets, which is still good. You're still a good bass. It's upstairs. Yeah. But now I got this thing to figure out. So the way this bass is tuned is in fourths. And what that means, for those of us who haven't studied stuff a whole lot in terms of music theory, is that for every string, this is a B string. If we start the major scale on the B note, that'll be the B major scale. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So 4, that's the 4th fret. Sorry, 4 in the scale. All right, ready? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so that means that the 4th note in the major scale of this string is the note of this string. Now, violins or fiddles and mandolins, cellos, violas, those are tuned in 5ths, and that's completely foreign to me. I've never played an instrument tuned in 5ths, at least not more than like a couple minutes at a time. So I know about 4ths. I've been playing for 30 years. My dad, who's awesome, just got a mandolin, and it's tuned in 5ths. So who knows? Maybe we'll do a progressive country band one of these days. But so we're gonna learn how to play this bass. We're gonna use a little bit of music theory and something. If you've watched my other videos, my favorite scale on any stringed instrument that's tuned in 4ths at least, because that's all I play right now, is the scale that's a half step above the lowest note of the bass or a guitar, or instrument. In this case, it's a bass. That's a B. Right? So it turns out a half step above B is, you guessed it, C. So C. So we got a C major scale, right? So we call this a C major instrument. We can. So the C major scale is C. Oh shoot! I remember the notes, and I might not be. I'm just getting the. Oh, here, hold on. All right, so I'm just learning how to play this bass. I love it. I mean, I don't know if I love it. It's a bass. right? I love my lady, love my parents, love my child, right? But I really like this bass. So first note C, second note D, third note. Ooh, it sounds like sharp. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. And then E's the fourth note. Of course. No, not of course. That's not right. Okay, so I may have to learn how to play this bass before I give like bass lessons on it, but that's the scale. So it starts out with C. Right there. There's a C. Second note's D. And I actually have a D note. I have a D string. Alright, so we can confirm. C, D. And I'm supposed to figure out the positions on this thing, right? And then the third note in the C major scale is basically the C major scale has no sharps or flats. So it's like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, except you start with C. Now, you might ask yourself, why didn't we start with A? Right? Well, it turns out a really fun scale to play is the A minor scale. And the A minor scale, the natural A minor scale, is actually the same exact thing as the C major scale. So, is that why the C major scale has no sharps and flats? So that the natural minor complement of it doesn't have any sharps and flats? I don't know, it's deep, right? Let's think about it. Alright, so we're going to play the C major scale. So, there's just techniques. Let me move over here again. Sorry, guys. A couple things just to get on it. First, get your scale down. And just get it down, because this whole thing is 2 and 4ths, right? So, all right. So I can play this anywhere I want. Now, it's a lot easier on the eyes if I have frets, because I can see, right, where I'm going. But now I just got to kind of see relations. So we'll start on the 7th note. We'll start on the 8th note, which is the first note, right? So that's 8, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Also known as 1, right? So here. Right? And then if you remember previously we talked about approaching a note. You can approach the note you want to play from a note that's on the scale you're playing or a note that's not on the scale you're playing. If you're approaching a note that you want to play from a note that's not on the scale, it's called an accidental. And then there's half step approaches, whole step approaches, and then like whatever the heck you want approaches, right? So like a half step approach is like, that's why I picked the major scale that's a half step up from the lowest note on the bass, because this is my major scale, right? Major scale. Ahí está la scale de major. Right? But if I want to like approach, like if I want to play a straight up major, I got that right there. Again, I'm just getting used to this thing. I mean, listen to this. Check this out. Hold on. Yeah, check that out. Sounds like crap, right? But so, all right, here we go. Cool, like whatever I want to do is all right here, right? So which means I'm probably gonna mess up a lot. called like, so this is like, you know, you're playing a solo and you get kind of crazy about it, like really into it, and you realize like you've wandered onto a completely different key, and everybody else is like still playing something, but they're kind of getting nervous because it doesn't match. So you're in dissonance, right? Dissonance, and then resolution is dissonance and resolution is blues. Dissonance and resolution that sound the same, I think it's jazz. I don't know. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let's see here. So like, let's just say I'm like. Let's jam. First of all, my technique sucks, so sorry for that. So like I'm like, oh, this is so much fun, I love it, but I'm like, crap, what scale am I on? So now we gotta approach the scale, right? So So that's our approach, right? We're just like, all right, we're gonna do a bunch of stuff, get somewhere close, right? So we're like, but we know this is our scale, right? We're up here. Let's do something fun, all right? I just stumbled upon man, there's no frets, it's so hard, right? I'm like, okay, I think I know where I'm at in the scale where I want to be. Like this, that's a note. Like, so this is the 7th note. This is the 8th note. This is the original note, right? Right, but I found my way to the 7th note. Right, and that's why I picked the scale. We're just gonna hang out, right? Octave on the 7th. Now we're not just gonna go, right? I mean, that's cool if you want to. That's not what we're gonna do. We're gonna have fun with it. So it's like, we're like, again, we're like, let's see, we're like. Man, my technique is so crap right now. Sorry, guys. Right, we're just trying to get back to the skill. Are we there again? Sounds like we are. 1 right now, or 7 right now. That's the root note. Walking around. That technique sucks, sorry. Wrap it up, right? So that's kind of like a wrap it up. Like, okay, so we're like, okay, let's go back to business. Right? Here we go. Technique sucks. And then just what the heck? Let's end with the major chord, right? So here's a major chord. And there we go. Alright, I don't know if that was fun or not. I don't know if you learned anything from that, but the main thing is, like, if you got an instrument that's tuned in fourths, I recommend like playing on the scale. It's 1/2 step up from the lowest on the instrument. It's fun to play it fretless, but it takes a little bit to get used to because like you can't see everything. You gotta know where it is, right, with your body, your mind, your heart, and all that stuff. And then yeah, so then you approach the note like this, or like this. Or you can pronounce. You can approach the note like this. Chaotic. Who cares, right? Who cares? But we want this note. And that's the wrap up, right? Just do whatever you want and then hit something. Get into the chord scale again, right? Now we're in the chord. All right. Then we wrap up. There's the note we want. Right? Same thing, chaotic approach, although I need to adjust the action on this string. It's way too high. Alright, we're in the chord or in the scale. Wrap up. Here we go. The harmonic helped on that one. I missed my string with this hand. Again. Anyway, that's our bass session. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. If you want to jam, let me know. Have a good night.